All of the other books out there, and some are great, tried to explain to you how people made money in real estate by mastering the art of the deal or by getting the right people on the bus and the wrong ones off. But they are largely historical documents now. The world has changed more in the last 10 years than it did in the last 10 decades. That's not just some clever one-liner to say in a conference keynote or at a dinner party. It's an undebatable fact. The changes we've seen with the internet, with mobile phones, with robotics, with sensors, and in biology are mind-blowing not just to civilians, but also to the people working in these fields. And the pace is increasing. I could give you a list of mind-blowing breakthroughs to prove my point about how fast things are moving. But I'd like this book to stand the test of time. And the truth is that giving you examples like a computer beating a human at chess, or an encyclopedia made with no paid writers, or computers flying airplanes and cars without steering wheels, or wars being won with robots are so commonplace that science fiction is having a hard time remaining, well, fiction. I know because the top-tier investors who invested in the last 50 big things call me to find the next big thing. I live on the edge of the future of business and technology. As an angel investor, it's my job to write the check when no one else believes in you. And that's the most thrilling bet in the world. Every week I meet a dozen dreamers with insane ideas who want me to give them my money, advice, and access to my Rolodex. But mostly the money. Oftentimes, I'm the first money in. The first investor willing to take a chance with a company like Uber or Thumbtack when they are only worth $4 or $5 million, and almost everyone else has said no. This year, I invested $750,000 in a company that makes a robotic cafe called Cafe X. It eliminates the two most expensive aspects of Starbucks business, real estate and humans. When the founders emailed me a video of the prototype in action at a college in Hong Kong, I wrote back to them, "Is this a joke?" They said, "No, it is not a joke." So I invited them to come to my incubator, where we spent 3 months refining the product and helping them craft their pitch. Then I introduced them to my rich, powerful, and in many cases compulsive gambling narcissistic friends, who funded the company for millions of dollars. If we succeed with Cafe X, we will reduce the price of a latte to $2, again, make it perfectly every time, a computer never forgets how much foam you asked for, and reduce your wait from more than 5 minutes to under 30 seconds. The machines know where your smartphone is, and they make your coffee when you're 90 seconds away. Instead of a Starbucks on every other corner in a city, there will be a Cafe X machine in the lobby of every building on the block. Instead of being open 14 hours a day, these robots will serve us 24 hours a day. Cafe X and other startups will also eliminate millions of jobs in which humans get paid to stand behind a counter and repeat back your 7 precious little instructions on how to prepare your morning libation before pressing one button and masturbating a milk-frothing pitcher for 2 minutes. The future of jobs and making money. If right now you think I'm a horrible, marauding, free market monster, you're only half right. I'm also a humanist who thinks there are better things for our children to do with their time. The quicker we eliminate the low-paying, repetitive, and menial jobs, the quicker our species can get to work on bigger issues, like sustainability, being multiplanetary, and perhaps retiring the last couple of dozen dictators and despots who are murdering, raping, and otherwise oppressing the weakest among us. Of course, I could be wrong. When we eliminate all these jobs, the world might spin into a global version of the long-forgotten dry run, Occupy Wall Street, where a group of savvy but poorly organized hippies and millennials slammed their feet down and said, "No more! We're not leaving until things change." Until, of course, the economy rebounded and they got cool jobs with free food and their own private drivers from Uberpool, then realized that, net-net, things are actually pretty fucking awesome, and they don't need to storm Michael Bloomberg's townhouse or stink up the Goldman Sachs lobby anymore. In my mind, candidly, we've got a 70% chance of figuring out this massive sea change without starting a full-on revolution in the streets, like we saw in Greece or Egypt, or any other place where unemployment among young adults breaks 20%. But I don't invest in this future because I want to sit in it.